So there's a lot of things I didn't know about America until I moved here. So for instance, that they use the word acclimate instead of acclimatize. So I had to acclimatize myself to that and many other things to do with language, to do with food, to do with the size of American things. But there's one thing weather-wise that I just wasn't prepared for, and I found out to my chagrin, or is it chagrin, the day I landed here in November 2008, and that's the extreme weather. Now, that wasn't even yet winter. We're not actually in winter yet here either, but we've already in Chicago, where I currently live, seen the signs of winter with the snow coming just the other day. And I have to tell you that while snow may be fun and games for a lot of people, it's hell for me. So unless you live on the West Coast or in the deep South, then the winters are in fact quite harsh, harsher than I experienced growing up in the UK. In fact, in the final few years of me living in the UK, snow was almost a rare entity during winter. And certainly the cold temperatures that we experience here sometimes gets down to minus 15 to minus 20 degrees C here in the Midwest, which one year was enough to make my arms fall off, and I had to go to have emergency surgery. I'm embellishing the truth for dramatic effect, but it's another way of saying that it is really, really quite extraordinarily cold here, and I can't fully enjoy it when I'm outside in it, even if I've got multiple layers on, 3, 4, 5 layers I've been known to do at times. I even own this pair of thermal gloves, which make me feel really patriotic, but that's no use when I'm turning into Jack Nicholson from the end of The Shining. There is something to be said for sitting indoors and watching the snow come down. It's therapeutic in a way. It almost warms your heart, especially if you've got a nice cup of coffee or hot chocolate, and you're just seeing those white specks flake down like dandruff from the skies above. Then it's fine. I have memories from being a kid when there was, I think, more snow in England, unless I'm making that up, unless my nostalgia filter is well and truly getting in the way. I have memories of getting into snowball fights and having a snowball pelted at my face, and it hurt, and it put me off snow forever. So now I can only enjoy it from the comfort of my own home, and sometimes I have no choice. Sometimes the snow can get so deep here that you are almost buried in. I've seen 1.5 feet of snow. I've walked through it. It's a strange sensation in many ways. It's even more difficult, I think, when you own a car and you have to, shovel the driveway and all of that so you can get out, and even shoveling the snow off your car. In a way, it's like Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark when they go searching for the Ark of the Covenant. Sometimes you have to dig that deep. Again, I'm embellishing the truth for drama, but it is pretty deep. I suppose, one of the benefits of living in the Midwest, as I do, is you increase your chances of having a white Christmas, if that's your thing. And I know for a lot of people, it is. For me, I'd rather just stay indoors anyway, and I typically do. And, even though I might moan when I'm out and about, just ask the wife, there is something a little bit magical about being at like Chris Kindle Market, right, which is downtown Chicago, but anything like that where the offer of mulled wine is there to warm your spirits. There's something quite nice about that. It makes me really jolly, and when I have a beard, as I do, I turn into something resembling Santa Claus, though I don't, give presents to children, just myself. And it is a nice time, I won't lie. It's cold, but because there's Thanksgiving, because there's Christmas, there is something quite memorable about that. I mean, by February, you just wanted to go away fully, forever. But half of the time, it's all right. So, don't let this video put you off. If you are thinking of moving to the US, don't listen to me. I'm just a grumpy old man, right? I'm not old. I'm 35. I'm 36 soon. But you can get through it, with a little bit of help from your friends and your family and the doctors who sew your arms back on. You'll be fine.